Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World Daily with me, John Jordan. So, interesting bit of news today is around EMBER SWORD. So, EMBER SWORD is a game that's been in development actually for a fairly long period of time now, getting on for a year. I mean, it was very early stages when they started announcing it. So, and it is a fairly complex game actually, which is why I guess it's taking a bit more time. So, but what they're doing is they're doing a land sale. So we know land is a particularly sort of strong kind of part of blockchain game economies, and we sort of understand now, I guess a lot of us, that kind of land is sort of seen as a sort of premier sort of NFT for kind of the community to get involved with. So obviously within blockchain games we have NFTs that are probably characters in the game. Potentially we have kind of NFTs that are sort of gear in the game potentially, but sort of land is this kind of deeper sort of permanent kind of possession in the game, and obviously that sort of feeds into ideas of things like kind of big MMORPGs or potentially metaverses, if you like that term. So I'm not saying EMBER SWORD is going to be a metaverse, but clearly it's going to their plan is to be sort of a deep, persistent kind of gaming universe. So you can see it's quite a long time to go. So we're kind of doing a video fairly ahead of time. So just announced this. So they announced 2 weeks ahead of time that they're going to do their land pre-sale. So Solarwood is the location in the game, and you have to pre-register obviously to get involved. So we'll just skim through the website. So this is a little bit about EMBER SWORD. So EMBER SWORD, as I say, this kind of sandbox MMORPG with a very kind of strong kind of art style, and kind of I played one of the early demos. It's this kind of nice kind of feel you expect in a kind of a kind of combat kind of style. It has, I mean, combat's a big part of it, but obviously other kind of aspects as well. And it's got a skill base. So the kind of point of this is sort of coming at a blockchain game from the game side. Potentially, we see a lot of sort of blockchain games coming at it from the blockchain side, which is kind of fine. there's no right or wrong way, but kind of I guess as blockchain games kind of mature, we'll see more of the sort of game side coming first. So the idea here is kind of create a game people will like, and sort of the blockchain is sort of to a degree incidental, at least for those players. So they're highlighting here the things that we expect to see in a great game. Meaningful kind of content, great gameplay, hardcore PvP, immersive storyline, kind of lots of things to do, professions and skills for characters. So this is the first land sale, Solarwood, one of the 4 kind of nations of this kind of universe. And 4 types of land, so regular plots, settlements, towns and cities. This is again something we see kind of quite a lot of people kind of rolling out different size kind of land. So obviously there's kind of like the cheap land that maybe for kind of us mere mortals who just want to buy somewhere because we kind of quite like the game or looking forward to it. And then there are these bigger ones potentially for richer people or for other kind of blockchain crypto kind of organizations to come in and sort of invest in the game ecosystem at a sort of higher kind of scale. Important things about land, as a landowner, you receive a percentage of real life revenue generated sort of by the activity around your plot. So this is kind of idea of sort of you're kind of investing now, but you're going to enjoy the game hopefully as well, but you're also going to have if the game is a success, you see some financial return from that. The revenue thing is not the in-game economy. I don't quite know what that means. Anyway, so the total land supply of the game is 160,000 plots. Solarwood, obviously a quarter of that. So there's these four kind of areas. Actually, 166,000 plots seems to be like a sweet spot sort of thing. The sandbox, very similar, has a total supply of land of 166,000. Can't remember what the other bit is, but obviously 160,000 seems to be what people like, as they think that's kind of a good. It's quite a large number, but it kind of shows you've got a good community if you can sell that out. So this is what we have: a regular plot here. So 1x1 plot, roughly the size of one screen. Obviously, I guess depends on your resolution, I suppose. But you can regular plots come with the Lady Sir title and have traits that are unveiled as the game world unfolds, including campsites, NFC houses, monster spawn. So probably some randomness around these things. But we have the regular plot here. We have a settlement. Again, 1x1, but you can put buildings on this, resupply stations, forward guild outposts, and more. So you come with the Baron title, Baroness, and you can build housing, small guild houses, player stores. So a bit more kind of useful in the game. Towns are larger than settlements, obviously, and offer more. They are homes to buildings that have specific tasks: crafting, gear acquisition, and resource refinement. And you get an Earl or Countess title. and you can construct some of these special buildings. And also, obviously, city is going to be bustling centres of commercial activity. So these are be a duke or a duchess. Okay, so obviously this kind of, what's the price going to be? So they're going to do land sale will be 12,000 of the 40,000 in this first area of Solarwood, and as a standard, these prices are going to be discounted. So the first price you get a 50% discount on kind of the standard rate, and over time the discount will be decreased. So again, we've seen that in the sandbox. So the plot is going to be $40. I mean, I guess this depends a little bit. Yeah, ETH prices are frequently updated. So I don't know if they're sticking to the zero. I imagine that, yeah, it looks like they're sticking. They're sort of, oh no, they're sticking to the dollar price. It looks like, because at this stage here you get these weird ETH values. So looking for $40, $400, $8,000, and $80,000 for the different areas. So I'm not quite sure. Does it mean 4 town plots? I don't quite know what that means. Maybe you get. I think this means you get 1 plot. Why would that say 4? I don't understand why it says 4. Maybe is there any? Yeah, I won't even pretend to understand that. Anyway, we can see the sort of prices. So every a sale, a piece of land for every pocket. I think I'll be down this end down here, but that's fine. You know, if you want to support these sort of projects, then you know, every kind of sale helps, and building a community, you want some of each type. You don't want it all to be rich people. We don't want it all to be sort of poor people either. So anyway, I think that's what we've got here. Is a FAQ kind of stuff. So have a quick look what they're saying about early access. I don't quite know when will it be released. Let's have a look. 2020. So we're looking for alpha and beta sort of tests at the moment. I imagine obviously being part of the land owners will probably, doesn't say it will get you into the alphas early, but probably, you know, being part of that community and having that, not only will it be cheaper to get in now, so obviously these prices are doubling as the discount kind of wears off over time, but obviously, you know, you'll be kind of more committed, I suppose, to wanting to play the game. So there we go. It's good to see that the Ember Sword team have kind of started this. I've been in touch with them actually a while ago now, and I think they kind of planned originally to do this a bit earlier. So it's kind of good to see that they're sort of coming back on track. This is a very ambitious project actually, so it'll be interesting to see how they roll it out, because they have some pretty big plans for it. But I think the one thing it does really stand out as, and always has done, as having a sort of really great graphical style. And you know, unfortunately, there's not yet that many blockchain games that sort of have that yet. I'm sure it's coming. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Blockchain Gaming World Daily, where we take a daily spin of news with what's going on in this crazy world. Please subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with what's going on. But thanks for watching, and see you again.